Welcome to the Ticket Setup Series. In today's session, we're going to focus in on automating certain parts of a potential new hire process in your business. There's all sorts of interesting automation examples that we can provide around automating a new hire process. But in this particular session, we're going to focus in on dynamically adding an approval to a new hire based upon the submitter's manager. That manager is going to be looked up in Microsoft Entra. And after we find that manager, we're going to add that approval to a lifecycle for that manager to approve that new hire. There's a couple parts to this particular section. The first is going to be setting up the lifecycle to support that workflow. The second part is then actually setting up Power Automate to dynamically add that approval. So in this section, we're going to set up the lifecycle. And to do that, we're going to go over to the settings area. And we will go over to templates actually first. I want to highlight something here. I already have created a new hire automation template. That template has some properties being set, a form initiating the submission of that new hire process. I've already linked it to a knowledge base article. All of the step-by-steps for this are in other setup series videos. So if you want to reference that, go back to those particular sections and look up how to do those. What I want to focus in on is the actual elements to dynamically add the approval to a lifecycle. So I don't have the lifecycle created for this automation. So what I'll do here is I'll go over to lifecycles and I'll create a new lifecycle. Just to keep things consistently visual in the setup series session, I will just call this new hire automation. And I'll keep the defaults. I won't change any of the defaults there. For phase one here, I will just say approve new hire. And actually for this particular phase, I'm going to leave this blank. This is actually a new feature that we added to lifecycles when we deploy Power Automate tasks. But effectively, what we're able to do here is leave a phase blank, and then based upon a ticket being submitted and the information around that ticket, whether it's from the form being submitted or from ticket properties, to dynamically add things to a phase, a task, approval, things of that nature. I'm going to leave this blank because I want to add my approval dynamically after it's submitted. And then when that approval is added, it's going to be the submitter's manager. I will add a phase two here. This is going to be my account provisioning phase. I'm doing this because I'm going to use this lifecycle to talk about other automation examples, and this will set us up for that. In here, I'm going to create two manual tasks. One of them is going to be to set up the payroll account for my new hire. And just to keep things simple, I'll assign this to Diego here, who's logged in. And then set up HRS account. This one I'll go ahead and send over to Alex here just to split it up. Okay, now that I have the framework for this life cycle, I have an approval phase that's blank, which we're going to dynamically add an approval to. I have an account provisioning phase that we will use in another setup series video. I'll go ahead and save this. And the last thing I'm going to do in this particular section is I am going to link this to my template, my new hire automation template. That will give me the ability to attach this lifecycle when this new hire template is initiated. Again, we worked through how to do this in previous setup series sections, so please go reference those to get the step-by-step on how to do that. Okay, that's this part of this particular section. We'll see you in the next section. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.